Hi, this is Beth Benzing. Doing the activity See No Evil, Hear No Evil is a great way to kick off the chapter to get your students thinking and sharing ideas about experimental design. You will need 2 index cards for each pair of students with 10 distinct numbers from 00 to 99 on each card. You will need to prepare the index cards before class. This will be done by using the random digit table in the back of the book or use randint from 0 to 99 in your calculator. It should look something like this. You will also need stopwatches and a coin for each pair of students. Divide the class into pairs of students by drawing names out of a hat. This is a nice thing to do because they learn rather quickly in the chapter how to use the random number table and a random number generator, which is important, but it is good for them to understand that selecting random pairs can be done as simply as picking names out of a hat. Each pair should receive 2 index cards with the 10 distinct numbers on them facing down. Next, have the pair flip a coin, deciding who will be student A and which student will be student B. Now, student A will receive 30 seconds to remember as many numbers on their index card. Student B will keep time. When time is up, remove the index card and student A must say their ABCs aloud and then tell his or her partner what the numbers were on the card. Student B will record how many numbers were recalled correctly. Now it is student B's turn to do a memory task while student A records the data. Now this set of directions is a little different. Student A will read the numbers on the index card aloud 3 times slowly to student B. Student B will then say their ABCs aloud and then tell his or her partner what the numbers were on their card. Student A will record how many pairs of numbers were recalled correctly. Now draw 2 parallel lines with the same scale to create 2 dot plots. Have the students plot their scores on the board with their numbers remembered correctly on the appropriate graph. Label one graph number correct by seeing and the other graph number correct by hearing. Here is an example of possible results. Step 7 asks, did students in your class remember numbers better when they saw them or when they heard them? Students do a nice job with this because of their experience from Chapter 1 and 2. They'll share, we did better remembering numbers when seeing them. The center for the dot plot with the scores of the numbers correct for seeing was higher than the center for when the numbers were heard. Question 8 asks, based on the results of this experiment, can we conclude that people in general remember better when they see than when they hear? Why or why not? The responses you will hear will be very interesting. I have heard, yes, I heard this was true from psych class. As it is nice to hear about what they have studied in other classes, you want to keep them focused on this experiment. Can we generalize from our results? Some students will share they thought it was good that they randomized who was student A and student B. But they brought up some good points that if they were student B, they were distracted by the other pairs reading their numbers around them. This intro activity takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and the thoughts and ideas shared are concepts they will learn more about throughout the chapter.